Blah. I didn't announce any of this, so I don't know if I'll get any viewers on this video, but it'll be there for when you want to come back and check out the video. I'm just going to close my door so you can probably hear me a little bit better. Here we go, guys. It's, I haven't done a live video for a while, and I haven't actually managed to upload a great deal of videos like I would normally, but I have over the last 4 or 5 days probably posted up, 5 new videos to my channel. And yeah, you probably know once I flew out to work a couple of weeks ago, basically I got locked down straight away at work, and we weren't allowed to fly home, so I had to do a 2-week swing up at work, and then when I got back, I get a 2-week off. So yeah, I'm almost coming to the end of my 2-week swing, and yeah, I'll be back for week on, week off. So yeah, I'll only be gone for a week. A bit of news I guess I'll share with you is my knee is buggered. I've actually torn my meniscus in my knee a fair while back, but every time I seem to go to work and jump on the dozer, it's it just basically goes back to being sore again. So I'm going to be getting it operated on. So I go back to work for a week. I have another week holiday off, and then basically straight in and get it operated on, and then I'll probably be out of action for a good couple of weeks, I guess. So hey, Mad Dog, how's it going? You're on the live, and you've got a couple of people on there, which is cool. So yeah, it's been a bit of an issue with doing a few things like my caving adventures and stuff like that, having a sore knee. It sort of gets, when it's in this position, it starts to swell up, and then it yeah, really hurts in the side part of my knee. So what they're going to do is keyhole entry into it, and then they scrape a big section of my knee out and then stitch it back up. But like I said, that'll put me out of action for at least, I'm guessing, 2 weeks. And yeah, it just gets sore to move around. And like I said, every time I operate the machinery, it just tends to flare it back up again. So it's not a good thing. So, but hopefully we can get it fixed. And yeah, we'll be back in action pretty soon. So yeah, but how are we all going anyway? So obviously, all of you would have got stuck in that lockdown thing from WA anyway. It didn't really phase me too much, because I'm just used to doing long swings and stuff like that from my previous work. I was used to be 2 and 1, so it wasn't that bad. And knowing that I actually could come home and then have 2 weeks off, that was pretty cool. So yeah. As you can see in the background right there, that's another reason why I haven't really done many videos. I've just been printing flat out, doing all sorts of cool things on my new Ender 3 V2 3D printer. So I've been printing a few things for Mum and Dad for their caravan, and just some mods. So you can see on that printer behind me, I've got everything that's green. That's all been printed, and that's just extra bits and pieces to do the upgrade, just to make it look, it's more aesthetic look on it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But I've got a big large print on it at the moment, which is a statue of Thanos, which is this guy here, which is one of my tattoos, which is Thanos is the bad guy from the Marvel, and he's holding the Infinity Gauntlet like this. So that's Thanos, and yeah, he's getting printed right now, and that's like a what was it, 39 hours, or yeah, well, I don't know, it was like basically a 3-day print. So it's on its last about 18 hours, so by lunchtime tomorrow it should be ready and finished. You got a comment here, 2 weeks at work sucked, but 2 weeks home had been great. Yes, it was good. I didn't mind the 2 weeks at work. It went pretty quick for me. I understand where people are coming from. They obviously got commitments and things like that at home, so that would have made it a bit difficult. But for me, it didn't matter. And I think the one thing that did annoy me was the fact I ordered that printer, 3D printer, right before I left, and it got delivered basically the day that I was supposed to come home. So I could have came home and started, but it didn't matter. I came home and there was my printer, so I did a video, like a time-lapse video of me putting it together, and I did a video where it was like my first print where I printed, what was it, this little glow-in-the-dark baby Yoda that I printed for Jarvis. So that was, he loved that, but now he's given it to me and I've just put it on my shelf here. But it's his glow-in-the-dark Yoda. I'm going to show you a couple of things in a minute. Who else we got on live? We got 6 viewers there, so just jump on the comments there, guys. Say something and just click hello, or just so I know who I'm talking with. And yeah, cool. This is a cool little thing I found metal detecting yesterday. It's a little Roman mask. What would you call that, Mad Dog? You can probably tell me what that is, but it's the head helmet, and then I'm gonna show you something really cool that we found today, which was, if you go to my videos after this video finishes, go and check out my new latest upload. That was a really cool one. Any info on drone remote shade? I've found one, but I'm just sort of reviewing it as to whether or not it's any good, Mad Dog, because yes, like obviously anyone can make their own designs for 3D printing, but whether it's going to be good or a waste of plastic. But I am looking into it, so I have found some other ones. Shane the Shark Cave. Yeah, g'day. You caught me roaming the tube again and got your live notification, so here I am. Thanks for coming, Shane. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and I'm glad you jumped on board. Anyway, I'll probably get on with, I'll show you some 3D prints. Okay. So most of you are aware, a Centurion helmet, there you go. Most of you are aware that on my YouTube channel, I have a LH Tirana, which is a Aussie muscle car, which is a Holden. And I'm doing it up, but I haven't really done much to it in the last probably year, I suppose, or a bit less maybe. But now I've got the 3D printer. I actually wanted the 3D printer originally was to print out car parts that obviously that just, some people just charge an arm and a leg. As soon as they've got Holden Tirana on it, it's 10 times more than what every other car part you find out there would be. So finding some of these parts are a bit hard to find, and they're also expensive. So what I wanted to do was make my own, customize my own. So like things like this. This is my original gear knob from my Tirana. What I'm going to do is take this into a CNC joint and get them to shave the top off and make a little cup in there. And then I'm going to print out a little white plate. And then I've got one of these, which I printed out on my 3D printer. And that's the Holden Tiger, which I'll show you right there. And I actually glass resined it. So that's all been glass resin coated in, which actually come out really good. But this isn't the one I'm going to use. I'm probably going to print maybe a red one, or try and get a candy apple the same color as my car, and a real nice red. And then what I'll do is I'll put a flat white piece in there, pop in a red one of those, and then I'll glass coat the whole gear knob, and then it will have a Holden ship knob on the top. So that's one of them. The other one I wanted to show you, but I don't know where they've gone, but doorknobs. So when you open up the doorknob, who have we got? Cowboy Stretch looks good. Hey, Cowboy Stretch. I don't think I've seen you on here before, but that's cool. Hello and welcome. Yeah, the doorknobs, basically they look just like, I guess like this is my battery, but the doorknobs that are on the side of your doors, you pop them up, they got the little knob on there. So I've designed my own ones of them that are going to have Tirana embossed into them here. And then on the top will be basically the same as this, but a smaller version. So it'll have a little Holden Tiger on the top of it like that. And all 4 doors will, yeah, be customed. I mean, they're not very expensive to buy, but to be honest, it's my car and I want to make it my own. So I'm doing some cool little things for myself. I'll grab one of these ones. And here's a design I've been working on that I had to make my own one. But this here is very ugly. But this is the steering column, so it goes over the steering wheel. The steering wheel sits here, and then your dash is basically here. So this is a genuine Holden part, but this one is absolutely buggered. All the little tabs have snapped off the bottom here. There's one, but all the rest of them have snapped off. And the mounting bracket where it mounts onto your steering column, that's all broken and brittle and busted. So basically, I designed in Tinkercad my own version of this one. So it's got all the tabs on the bottom, and then it's got the mounting bracket, which I basically used the verniers and measured up this one and redesigned my own one. This was just a test print to see how it would go, and it was just a rough, real quick test just to see how it would go. And this is in PLA, PETG. So PLA is just the normal plastic that you'll see, normal plastic that you print out, but PETG is actually UV rated, so it can sit in the sun and it won't warp or anything like that. And then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo this one. I've got to make a few little modifications, but the actual fits perfectly. And I have to go and cook dinner. And see Mad Dog and Shane W Solo, love your channel. So that's another one I've not seen on my lives before. So how you going, Shane? And thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my channel. It's pretty cool. So yeah, this, like I said, this was just a really quick print. I just wanted to see if it would turn out. So what you do is you slow the print speed down, and you tweak all the settings, and what it will do, it will print. So it's, yeah, like really detailed, like the Yoda, like Baby Yoda here. If you come and check out his face, you can hardly see, sorry, it's pretty poor lighting, but you can hardly even see the lines from the print, and it gets real high detail. So that'll be basically look like that, and then I'll probably do like a little skim fill on it and sand it and then prime it, and we'll paint it with the car when it's done. So that'll be a brand new piece. But these, I have no idea if I could even find one of these. I mean, Rare Spares would probably sell them, but you're going looking into pretty expensive for parts on Rare Spares. What else have I printed? The YouTube Play logo. I was bored. Basically, I was just sitting in here, and like my print was almost finished, and I'm like, oh no, like I like to be in advance on my printing and have things lined up, and I had none because I printed them all. So I was like, oh, quick, I've just downloaded it, printed that out, and then I just colored in the white in the middle, and I was just going to stick that on my wall, or actually I usually stick it up on my little display thing that I made as well, and that just sits on my shelf. So that's my little play button to remind me what I've been doing. This one's pretty cool. Batman, I'm Batman. Right, so you probably would be aware. I'll give you a bit of a glimpse, but Batman, I've got tattoos like pretty much everywhere on my body, well, most of the places, but I've got a Batman tattoo, a Joker, he's not finished, and obviously all my superheroes. But yeah, I love Batman. Batman is a legend, and anyone who doesn't like Batman should get off the channel right now. I'm just joking. All right, so Batman, it's a money box, and this took like a day and a half or 2 days or something to print it out, but this one's pretty cool. It's got the little bottom on it, and the detail in him is pretty amazing. I was absolutely stoked with the results on this Batman. He turned out really good. I mean, there's a few layer changes in the bottom here, which was a bit of a stuff up, but the quality of that print and the detail, like even in his face, look at his face. It just screams Batman, doesn't it? So that's pretty cool. The drone. So go and check out one of my other videos, guys. And it's when I made this drone here with one of my mates, Ray. So we made the actual drone from bits and pieces from Buzz Hobbies. If you want to go check out Buzz Hobbies on Facebook, Instagram, and he's got a store in Wangara, I think it is. We went up to his store and bought all the brand new motors and all the little electronics that go in here. We bought all those and soldered them all together and basically made this drone. This drone goes about 180, I believe, miles kilometers per hour. So it's a super duper fast drone, and they call it a freestyle racing drone. So this thing is, you see here with the camera, it's actually tilted up. So what it is actually designed to fly like that, and super duper fast, and spins and flips and does anything. Anyway, so I printed out this little top plate, which I will probably take off because I don't really like it, but I designed that as well. I downloaded a Batmobile, I shrunk it down. I downloaded the Batman, shrunk it down, and I sunk Batman inside the Batmobile. I made the bracket so it all fits on top of my drone, basically just sits on top of my drone now. So it's actually a, I call it my back quad. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of the other 3D prints I've done. Here's another one that I made. I actually only just finished this one yesterday, but this is obviously my studio for doing my YouTube channel. But every time I do a live, and I like now, which would have been handy if this was on the door, but when I do a live, the kids always seem to walk in, or something happens. So I made up this little Hooper's Mayhem studio in use, and what you do is you put it on the door, and that'll tell the kids that I'm in here doing a live. Slide it across, says vacant. I was going to put on air or recording, not recording, or something, but this is what they had on Thingiverse, and it had in use and vacant. I thought that's perfect. And then, but yeah, then I designed the little play button with the Hooper's Mayhem Studio and put it on a white plate and printed that out in separate pieces and glued them together. And yeah, that's just a little slider for my door, and it's back to front, but you get the idea. And yeah, that'll just bit of double-sided tape and stick it to my door so people know when I'm in here doing this sort of stuff. Try to look around at other things that I've printed. There's all sorts of stuff. Me and Ray the other day, we were out in the backyard, and what were we doing? We were, I don't know, we were doing something, but this big massive bug crawled out from behind all my wood pile, and we collected it, and we had no idea what it was. It was like a cockroach, but on steroids. This thing was massive, and it had these big, massive pinchers. Hey, Alex, how you going, mate? So this is the bug. I glass resined it in the glass resin, basically. So I put it in a cup and glass resined it. So you can see how big that is compared to my hand. That is a giant bug, and I believe they call them a bush cockroach. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a bug person, but he died anyway. He didn't survive, and my bad. But I had decided, instead of just letting him move away to nothing, I'd put him in a bit of glass resin and sunk him into it. So he also sits up on my shelf of super cool things, which one day, if I get my camera sorted out, I'll swing it around and show you, but it's actually pretty cool. Oh, I can do that actually, like that. So there we go. So I've got all my super duper cool things. This is my resin. There he's sitting up there. These are all my things that I've found and collected over times, like different rocks and crystals and all sorts of different types of things in there. And then up on this shelf is all my coin collection and bottles. Sorry about the shakiness of my thing, but there's my coin collections, all different types of coins and different ones. I'll try to bring the camera out over so you can see it. And then up the top shelf, which I won't be able to stretch my cord any further, but these are all my bottles, or some of my bottles, all the way to the other side. And then don't mind all the junk in here, but like I said, there's my 3D printer, my bar jar, which I've still got to do some work on, and up on this shelf up here, that's all my metal detecting finds and bits and pieces that I've found metal detecting, all my vapes. And then up the top shelf is all my Marvel cups that I've collected, and obviously all these cool things that we've made, and the little Batman. I'll put it on and show you. This is my Batman mask. This is the Batman mask I made for my son for what was it? Comic-Con. But that's his I'm Batman. Anyway, that's pretty cool. You can tell I like my Batman. So as you can see with my Batman money box, Batman drone, Batman helmet. He just lives up there. Yeah, but and the other thing, so I'll tell you about the other story. Jarvis and I went. There was a post up on Facebook by a fellow named James, and sorry, I put it back there. James Williamson on Facebook. He posted up. He collected over the years metal detecting. He's actually collected a whole bunch of the Rising Sun World War II brooches, and what he did is he hid 5 of them. So he hid one in Mandurah, hid a whole bunch of them in all up through Perth and stuff. So if you go and jump on their the West Australia metal detecting page, and if you're from WA, go and check out the post, and you might be able to find one. He's still got 4 running. So and the reason why I say he's only got 4 running is because boom, we found one. So that's the Rising Sun, Australian Commonwealth Military Forces, and it's got the emblem on it, and then that represents the Rising Sun. So these are a very sought after little brooch to find, and they would have gone on like the little slouch hats, which I made one out of a penny ages ago. So that's the little slouch hat that the old timers used to wear. That would have been sitting on the front part of their slouch hat, and yeah, that would have been the thing. But the story behind the old Rising Suns, and correct me if I'm wrong, the guys would return home from war, and they got obviously they didn't have a great time over there, but all their anything military that they had, like their buttons or their badges, all their medals and stuff like that, some of them would actually go and hide them just so they didn't have to try to remember them. My dog's barking at the door. Hang on. There you go. There you go. Let's have to let Hope out. And yeah, so they would hide them just so they didn't have to remember what they went through in the army days. So a lot of people would have like buried them underneath a tree or things like that. So you find a lot of these in old blocks that have been demolished and new houses got built. I don't know, just they find them all over Australia in the bush as well. So I have never ever found one, and this has been my dream to ever find one of these Rising Suns. So yeah, so James put it up on the page and said he's hidden one in Mandurah. His clue was something to do with a pirate ship, and it's washed its treasure up onto the sand and rah rah rah. So and then he gave like a slight location of whereabouts it was. So then yeah, we went down, and me and Jarvis spent 2 hours in a pretty busy day down on the beach, little tiny beach there, and we did the entire beach. And then right when we were just about to give up, we're walking to the steps, we actually come across it. So that's pretty cool. We found it. But go and watch the video anyway, because it's a good video, and it's got my son Jarvis in it, so he's a little legend. And actually we got to see some pretty cool this pretty cool old army truck which was parked up at the Mandurah foreshore, and then we got to go and meet the fella there that owned the truck, and he let Jarvis sit inside it, and he took a photo of us, let him play with his little whatever it is. But you go and watch the video and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, so my videos, guys, are actually by these guys here. Happy hunting. So if you go and check them up on Facebook, they're always in my links for any of my metal detecting videos, and I'll put it at the start. So these guys are actually kind enough to like sort of support me with my metal detecting videos, and they've come into an agreement to let me just post flat out on their website and their metal detecting page, and as long as I show that I'm using, or if I got their little icon at the start of my videos, which I don't mind, that's nothing, that's good. So these guys are really good, and he's a really nice guy that he sent me over some patches because of the amount of work I do for him in sponsoring his Facebook page. So that's them. So go check them out. Happy Hunting on Facebook. So they're really cool. So yeah. Anyway, what about some comments? You guys got anything you want to ask me, or maybe about my 3D printing or caving, or you probably see the one of the newest videos. Like I said, with my knee being busted, I haven't been able to do much caving, but we did go down a cave the other day, even though like I suffered a fair bit because of it, and I didn't manage to be able to do what I really wanted to do in the cave, but I still was able to get down there and have a bit of a squeeze around. But that was cool. So go check out that video as well. And the other one that I did, what was that? Oh, the fig jam. So Mad Dog, which was on the chat just before, he's got a YouTube channel too, so go and check him out. But Mad Dog gave us some honey, so he makes his own honey. He's got his own bees, excuse me, and he gave me a jar of his honey. So me and the kids, after we did that caving video, I took the kids down to where the caves were, and there's a whole bunch of fig trees up there, and I've sort of been watching them for the past few months, and there's quite a few figs on them, and they're just starting to ripen up. So me and the kids went and collected 2.7 kilos of figs, and I bring them home. I chopped them all up and put them in a pot, turned on the heat, and like basically stirred them up, put sugar and honey in it, and the honey was from Mad Dog's honey, and made some fig jam. And man, this fig jam is absolutely beautiful. And it's not just me saying that. I had some friends over last night, and I said, I just want your honest opinion, so don't be biased, but give me your honest opinion of the jam. And every single one of them absolutely loved it and said it was beautiful. It wasn't too sweet. It wasn't, it was just right. And they then started smearing it all over their meat and their sausages and stuff. So it must have been good for them to do that. And I liked it too. I put it on my sausage as well, and it was yummy. But yeah, they actually enjoyed it, so I wasn't being biased. So it did come out really well. And then the dog's barking. And then yeah, I gave a jar to Mum and Dad. And I also have set aside a jar for Mad Dog. So yeah, so that's cool. Anyway, what are you guys doing? What have you been up to? Let me know in the comments. There's still a few people watching, which is pretty cool. Well, there's six on the live right now. So write a comment, maybe Alex or Shane or Cowboy, and let me know how you've been, what you've been up to. Start a bit of a chat if you want. And yeah. I'm starting to run out of things to say. I fly back to work on Wednesday, so I've got a couple more days. So I might maybe do some droning tomorrow. Might even maybe take up my new drone. I've only ever flown it once, and try and use the FPV goggles and see if I can fly it a bit better with my FPV goggles. And yeah, so I don't know. I'll write something in the comments. Let me know what kind of videos you guys like. I've had a lot of ones that saying that they like the caving, and there's been a lot of ones that saying about my cooking ones and smoking and all those sorts of ones. Even the fishing ones are good, and metal detecting, obviously. I found an 80-year-old horseshoe from the 10th light horse with the knocks 1/2 meter deep. Far out. Whereabouts, Shane? Was it down this way or up Northern way? Because they were in Northern was their main base, I believe, for the light horse, 10th light horse. regiment, but they did have one down here in Island Point Reserve, and they had a few up in Perth as well. So up your way, yeah, cool. That's pretty cool. But hey, half of me, I want to get a new Nox. I'm saving up at the moment to get a new camera because at the moment I'm using my Samsung phone, and I have a bit of money saved up at the moment for it, but I need to try and yeah, like save up some more because I'm either going to get a DJI. I can't remember what they call it, but it's like this little slimline YouTube camera, or I'm going to get the GoPro Hero 9. I don't know. You just tell me what do you recommend as a YouTubing capable camera. My phone does alright. I've been doing it for 2 years now, or however long this channel's been going for, all been on my phone. So I think the quality of these Samsung phones are pretty good. But yeah, I probably will get a GoPro or something like that, so that way I can have it on my head. I can still film with my phone and use my GoPro, so I can get the other one. The audio is crap. Yeah, that's what I've heard. But I've heard some really good things about this DJI one. Yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about the DJI. I can't remember what it's called. It's not the Pocket. I don't know what it is, but I'll find. I'll do a comparison, or just do some research, and then you'll see what one I get in the end. But yeah, I'm a bit torn on what one to get. It'll still be a little while because I'm still saving up. Osmo. No, that's the Osmo. I've got that one. So this is the Osmo 3 or whatever it is. You put your phone in there, you can zoom in, zoom out, stabilize it, and I'll do a lot of shooting on my videos on my DJI Osmo. But I'm pretty sure it's called a Pocket. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, doesn't matter. There are heaps of videos on YouTube saying like comparison between the Hero 9 and the Osmo, and the Osmo or whatever it is, the DJI one, on everything that I've seen has always been better than the GoPro. So I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I want one that I can actually, like I said, strap to my hat, my caving helmet just there, and still be able to film with my phone and things like that. Osmo Pocket. Oh, there you go. That's what it's called. Yeah. So that'd be cool. But I don't know, because if you get the Osmo, obviously it's a long, skinny one, and you hold it. I don't know if you can get a mount for that, and it would be rather annoying. You'd look like a unicorn. Yeah, so that's the plans. And yeah, like I was saying, the Nox, I want to get the Equinox 800, and I've got to do some more saving up for that too. So we'll see how we go. Maybe one day. I've managed to make like $30 from YouTube so far, so that's pretty cool. Nothing to brag about, but it's still money. One day, as soon as the subscribers go up. So if you're not on, if you've got some friends that you want to share this with, do it. Help me get my Nox. But yeah, I'll save up and I'll get one. I've got the AT Gold, and that does good. Well, it found my rising star. Well, Jarvis found it, but I found the rising star sun today. Keep calling it a star, but it's the sun. And it does all right, but I want to get the thing. So can you do a 3D print to make your phone a bracket for head or chest? Make your phone? Yeah, I can. Basically, what you do, there's a program which I've got open now because I'm designing my own ones. You can grab, go onto Thingiverse. You can grab the Samsung cover, and then you grab the GoPro mounts, and what you do is you bring it into Tinkercad, and what you do is you basically chop off the back of the GoPro mount where it mounts the GoPro or whatever, and then you can basically bring the phone cover over it, and then you can group them together. So then you now have got a phone cover, and then on the back of it comes out with a GoPro mount. So I could sit my GoPro mount on my caving helmet, which I've got a bracket already made up for it, and then you sit the phone up there. But or a chest one, same deal. I could put my phone on my chest here, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. But I think, yeah, I think I still want to try the GoPro, because the GoPros are small, and then I'll get this in my Osmo thing, and I can hold that and do everything else whilst that one's recording the entire time. I'll just leave that one record, and then I'll just take the snippets and bits and pieces off that I want. And the GoPro is also waterproof, so I can do some cool fishing videos and drop it in the water and do all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so you definitely can 3D print. You can 3D print anything. I've seen a guy print an entire Lamborghini, so you can definitely 3D print a thing. Oh, that would be mint. Because the GoPro I had, and it's over there somewhere, it's a GoPro 3, and I took it to the beach and I forgot that I had it on me, and I went in the water with it, and I stuffed it up. So my GoPro died a long time ago, before I even started my YouTube channel, and I just never got around to buying one. So like I said, I'm saving up to get a good one, but that'd be cool. You're all the way up in Perth. Whereabouts you live, Shana? Up Perth way, eh? I'm happy to go up there, but yeah, I don't know. A bit funny when it comes to loading things too, so it's a nice gesture though. But yeah, maybe. But yeah, Joondalup way, yeah, that's cool. One thing I want to do on this 3D printer too is on Thingiverse, you can print fishing lures. So I'm going to do a video one day on printing out fishing lures, taking them down, testing them out, and doing a catch and release, or catch and cook with a 3D printed lure. So that would be cool. Maybe you'll see that one in the future. And yeah, like I said, more videos will be coming this way for the 3D printing for obviously my car parts and stuff. I really wish I could take my camera over to the Thanos that I'm printing. It's my third attempt on printing it, and the last two that I did a really small one and it broke, came off the plate, and then the second one I did was a bit bigger, and then basically the arms fell apart and fell off it as it was printing. But this one I've changed it and made supports all the way, encased all the way around it, and that's why it's taking 3 days to print. But once it's done, you basically just snap all the supports off and it just breaks away really easy, and then you're left with a really cool statue. So, but yeah, Joondalup, I'd still come up there for that. But yeah, we'll see. Or I'll send you a post bag and we send it away, and then we make a date as to how long I can borrow it, and then on the date that it expires, I send it back to you. That would be cool. Or I just get off my bum and start earning some more money and saving up for one, because that's basically what I want to do, is have my own one for videoing and get some cool gear. So see how we go. What do you want to see me print? Because like when I'm not outside caving, I pretty much have this going. This has been going for 2 weeks now, almost 2 weeks, flat stick, printing me all these little cool bits and pieces. That's a chain guard right there for the cables. This here I made a custom made box to hold my pliers and glue sticks, and it's got little card holders in the front there, and basically looks just like this little one that I printed up. So you put all your cards in there, USBs in there, and then the SD cards go in there, and that just sits on your desktop. But that one I've got it on the printer itself, so it just clips inside, so my SD cards are there ready for when I want them. But I'm going to start printing out some parts for my bar jar. My bar jar is not running at the moment. I need to buy some parts for that too, and I've got a GoPro mount for that. So if I get a GoPro eventually, I'll see if I can find myself just a cheap GoPro. If anyone on here is selling a cheap GoPro, maybe let me know, because I want just a designated GoPro for the top of my bar jar that sits on the spoiler just there, and films my bar jar. So that'd be a cool addition to the channel, is having some racing. The drone the racing drones versus the barger, because they fly, that hammers, but a racing drone, that hammers even faster, so it'll win. But it'd be cool footage of a racing drone and the barger just through the sand dunes or something cool, because that thing absolutely is a weapon. It's got big sand paddle tires on it, so it absolutely hammers. So that'll be a good one to get up and going. So yeah, if anyone's got a GoPro, even if it's a Hero 3 or a whatever, Hero 3 would be ideal, because it doesn't need to be anything flash as long as you can see footage. And I did used to have that on there, and but yeah, until I drowned my GoPro in the ocean, it didn't work any longer. And then, like I said, I've got to get a few parts, a new battery, a bit of wiring, and a new servo for the front steering. But it's probably about 80 bucks all up to get it up and running again. So I've just got to get off my butt and do it. So that'd be cool. What else? Oh, I'm running out of things, which is, yeah, a bit out of the ordinary for me, because I'm A.D.D and I don't shut up. So I might call it quits now, guys. I haven't seen a comment up for a while other than Shano, but it was good to talk to you, Shano. And yeah, message me about that GoPro. That'd be cool, and we might be able to do something. And Alex, it was also good to see you on there. And who else we got? Cowboy Stretch and Mad Dog. So it was good of you guys to join me. I know I've still got 5. Hit that thumbs up button on the top there. I believe you can hit that thumbs up button, and that you sent you a pic later, dude. Cool. So it obviously must be going to my Facebook, is it? Are you on my Facebook? If you guys aren't on my Facebook, jump on. If you go to any one of my videos, and you'll see the links below it, it'll have my Facebook links to my YouTube channel, and just my as well, like my Facebook page. So join me, be a friend on Facebook and Instagram. Actually, Instagram is one of my big ones, so it's got quite a massive following. But yeah, cool. Anyway, I'm gonna leave, and yeah, catch you later, Alex and Shane and Cowboy Stretch, and Mad Dog is already gone. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out and stay moist.